Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. Saying hi to you today with my friend Mido, the little Australian Shepherd puppy. I'm going to set you down here. We're going to be doing some work. So we're clocking in. We're clocking this dog in, as they say. Come here, Mido. Come here, boy. Come here, Mido. Mido, come. Mido, come. Good boy. That's my boy. That's my good boy. Yeah. Yep, you get the kibble. That's my good boy. Okay, sit. Okay, so I'm gonna sit down here and talk to you guys for a second. So this is a puppy. This is gonna be, we're gonna do it like it's day one of training because it is. Now, that's when you need to start your training with your dog. Day one when you bring home your puppy, okay? This is an Australian Shepherd. He's super smart, but we're gonna show how with positive rewards and with treats, we can already introduce some really good behaviors we're gonna get. He's biting on my foot right now, right here. A good method to stop biting is called, I believe it's called drowning on the scruff or something like that. But you just grab the scruff and you put him down like that. Say no, Mido, no biting. Look at that, he responds very positively to that. Bounces right back. Puppies are much more resilient than babies. They're not really like newborn babies. So this is to show you some free shaping. So basically the biggest thing I'm worried about right now is his come, which is already working really good. So it's his recall. So let's get his leash on and his collar. I want to get him, when we're doing a training session, we want to have a leash and collar on when we're starting off, okay? You don't want to use a harness. Whenever you don't use a harness on your dog, it's going to give you no control over the dog unless you have a husky and you are having him pull you across the Alaskan mountains. You don't need a harness, people. Okay, dogs wear collars for a reason. Helps with obedience. Now, he's been chewing on the leash. He has no idea what a leash is. He's never even been on a leash. So he's gonna act a little bit different, but we're gonna have to teach him that when the leash goes on, you get a little treat. When the leash goes on, you don't bite the leash. You don't bite the leash. Stand and you get a treat. If you stand regular, you get a treat. See? Treat. Fine. So now he's taking a treat. We're going to give him a second to get used to the leash. This is going to be a huge part of his life, is being on a leash. So right away, we want to get him good on the leash. It's just like you need to be taking your puppy out to the mall, the train yard, the gas station, anywhere that's loud, traffic, people blowing their horns, anything. Expose your puppy to those traumas early so that you don't have a dog that you say, oh, this dog he doesn't like cars, Don't let that be a thing, okay? It's not a thing. Dogs don't get to pick what they like or don't like. It's just training, okay? So now we're going to try to go into what would be a heel. I need him to come here. I'm going to show him what I need him to do, and then he'll get paid for it. So come here, sit. Good boy, Mido. Good boy. Oh, that's my good boy. A seating position next to Daddy on the leash gets you paid. That's what he just learned, okay? Gets you paid. So you don't need to do much baby talking. That kind of baby talking voice is not baby talking. I hate when people baby talk dogs. What I was doing right there is a verbal praise on top of he got a food reward, and we let him chew that up because he's just a pup. You never want to do your sessions for more than about 5 minutes with a puppy. With a larger dog, you could do a longer session, but starting as a puppy will mean that by the time he's a larger dog, he's fully trained. He won't really have to do sessions like this anymore. His treats that he's getting are just pieces of kibble So think of kibble, which is your dog's food that he eats. Think of that as $1. Okay? Every time he does something that I like not like the leash, no, then he sit next to me or does anything I like, then I reward him. See, I need to tell him don't bite the leash, so I'll do the scruff. See, I got him by the scruff. Don't bite the leash, Mido. Okay. Now he goes right back to biting the leash. That's the thing with the puppy. You're gonna have to repeat these things a lot. But training an animal, all that means is you have repeating patterns of behavior, and then the animal will eventually learn. So let's do a come while he's on the leash. Okay, so now I got some distance with him. Come here, Mido. Come here, Mido. Come here. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Come here, Mido. Come here, Mido. Good boy. And a sit? Good. A little auto sit? Perfect. Okay? And we just got paid for that. Now he's sitting and not chewing on the leash. He's also going to get paid for that. That it pays to sit next to daddy and not chew on your leash. It pays to just hang out. Okay? This is a dog's mind at work right now. Their minds are very, very smart. 99.9% of regular dog owners never will actually unlock the true potential of their dog's brains as far as training capabilities go. You could have a dog that is fully trained up, you just didn't put in the time and the effort. So if you're watching this video, congratulations. You already are halfway there. You're YouTubing how to train a puppy. Amazing, okay? Amazing. Because you don't want to have an untrained dog and then have to spend thousands of dollars on training and ripping up your carpets and cleaning poo and pee up all day. And what grinds my gears the most, because I have sensitive ears, is the barking. Okay, when I see a dog, and I don't blame anyone, it's most dogs. My neighbor's dogs, every dog on the street, everyone. When I see dogs that just bark and bark and bark and bark and bark when they see someone, that's an untrained dog. I could spot it from literally a mile away. And it grinds my gears because people, if you're going to get a dog, assume the responsibility and do the research. But this is not about preaching to anyone. I just want to show what dogs can really do. So, Mido, come. Going to go into a heel position. I'm not going to name any of these things. I just want him to know that sitting next to me on the leash is good. We're going to try and do a little bit of walking. Okay? So he's on the leash. We're going to just walk from this end to the carpet to the other end. Come on, Mido. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. He made it to the other end, so he gets a reward. It was sloppy, but at least he made it and he wasn't chewing on the leash or anything like that, so he gets a little reward. And now he's just hanging out. That is great. All right, now come over here, buddy. Come over here. Come over here, Mido. Come over here, Mido. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yep. Yep. Good. Yes. Good. Never drop the kibble on the ground. You don't want your dog to always be sniffing around looking for a free reward. The kibble's coming from your pouch to his mouth. Okay? Now he is already doing 99% better than he did when he first got on the leash, if you'll see. He's calmed down about it. He's calmed down about the leash. He knows he's not going to get hurt. He knows if he comes to daddy and sits, SITs, he's going to get a reward. Oh, he's going to get a reward. It was sloppy because he's a puppy. He's not fully aware of his gracefulness yet, but he did try to come to me and sit. So I gave him a reward. It's all about, in his mind, I am the funnest, greatest thing he's ever played with that just dispenses out treats to him when he does something good. Not all the time. And I also, as you saw, I've already corrected him twice in this video. Administering a correction on a puppy is very easy. You grab the scruff of their neck and you put them to the ground. I believe it's called drowning on the bite. drowning on the bite or something like that. It has a technical term and dog trainers use it, and that is what you do to correct a puppy. Immediately in his mind, he'll know that, well, when I chew on the leash or when I do that, I don't get any food reward. I get my scruff grounded. I get my scruff grabbed up. And you don't have to be rough about it at all. I'm gentle about it. Very gentle. But it lets him know. You have to communicate with the puppy. Okay? Now he is now doing really good on the leash. So we're going to try and do, he needs to know that when we're walking or when he's on the leash, he needs to be looking at me, paying attention to me. Where am I going? Where am I walking to? I'm over here now, Mido. So you gotta come over here with me. You gotta come over here. Come. Mido. See, I will say, I'm an amateur trainer. So it takes a long time to get these things that are ingrained in our mind out of our mind. You're not actually supposed to be doing you're not actually supposed to be doing a verbal command yet. We're just trying to, you got him to a sit, handed down, so he gets a little reward. So we're just trying to condition him right now. The verbal commands will come later after we're 100% sure that he's gonna get it right. So at the beginning of the video, I took a chance by saying, "Come here, Mido, come." But I already know that he does know that command. So that's the first thing we worked on. And it only took him about 24 hours. Not even, it took him about 1 or 2 sessions of 5 to 10 minute sessions. And he now knows come. That's his first command. In my opinion, the come or the recall, whatever you want to call it, it's probably the most important. It's probably the most important command that we have for our dog, because if they're off leash or they're somewhere or anywhere and we need them there, we have to be able to get the puppy or the dog to come to us. Okay? Very important. Now, this has probably been over a 5-minute session. You can see he's kind of goofing off. He is trying to rip up the carpet. When they're doing stuff like this and chewing on stuff like this, all you got to do is this. Here. Mido. Redirect. Mido. Come here, boy. Mido. You want to play? Come here, boy. Come here. Mido. Come here, boy. He's not comfortable with the leash being on. Oh, but he's getting there. Come on, buddy. He's getting there. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Yes, baby. Yes. You know that leash is no big deal. Come here. Get a little food reward. Get to play with your toy. And that's a great high note to end it on. We'll end it on a high note that he just made it around a circle in the house. He had this big heavy leash on him. He didn't bite it. He didn't do nothing. He let the long lead just drag behind him, just like a dog should. So make sure you're paying attention to every little thing your dog is doing and reward him for the good stuff. That's training. That's all training is, really. With dogs, it's more in depth, but other animals also get trained like that. Hawks, very similar, stuff like that. So animal training is essential. If you get a dog, you have to understand you just got a lineage from a wolf. Okay, it's a serious thing. Even if it's a small dog. Do you want poop and pee all over your house, or do you want a dog you have to literally carry to anywhere you want it to be because he doesn't have a recall? No. No one wants that. That's why I hope this video helped. I hope that you'll see that on the first day is when you start training. It's not a newborn baby, people. You don't take it home and baby it for freaking a year because their mom already did that. This animal had a mother who raised it, weaned it, fed it milk, okay? And it already said that's it. Its job is done with its mother. It doesn't need any more babying. These things are a lot more smart and ready right when they come home, right at the weaning age than people think, okay? We'll try and end it on a really high note. Let's see if we can get this. Mido, pay attention to me. Mido. You do a little pressure on the leash to just let him know he's not gonna die when that happens, okay? He just needs to look at me. Good job. Good job, Mido. That's a big thing. You might not think that's a big thing, but that's a huge thing. I put a little bit of pressure on the leash, and he turned around to look at me to say, hey, what's up? What's going on? Why is there pressure on the collar? And then when he turned around and looked at me, I gave him food. That just taught him that, hey, when there's pressure on this leash, I need to go see Dad, or I need to pay attention to what's going on. And that is where we'll end it. Now we're gonna give him his toy. I'll show you guys, if they're chewing on the rug and chewing on stuff like that, get his toy, get him fired up about it. Ooh! Get him fired up, and then give him it. Get it, buddy. Get it, buddy. Get him to get up. Get him to latch onto that toy, bite onto that toy. Yep. Okay, buddy. We'll get this. He's itching his collar. He is not used to a collar at all. We'll get this long lead off of him. It was a really great session. It's really our first true session on the leash, on the lead. So getting him used to it. I probably got way too big of a leash and a lead, but he'll grow into it, right? And it's just getting him comfortable with stuff around his neck, the weight of this. You know, he's gonna have to be comfortable with all that. So today it's about 99 degrees outside. It's not a smart day to be training your dog outside, especially a puppy, or inside training. Ideally, you'd be outside training though, just because when we do have them on the leash, 99% of the time, it will be outdoors. So it's a good association to make. This is a great start. That's why we did it inside, a little bit too hot. If you enjoy watching and you want to see the great journey that me and this puppy will be taking, me and this puppy will be on a amazing journey to a fully trained dog who is well-mannered in public, does not succumb to any distractions from strangers trying to baby talk him or anyone. He is only worried about me, his handler. He is only focused on me. When we're on a walk, that's my walk, not his walk. I'm in charge of the walk. I'm gonna tell him where to go. I'm gonna be the leader, and he's not gonna pull me. That's the thing we'll work on when he gets a little bit bigger, is pulling. But you saw with the pressure with the leash, that is pretty much where you start. Once they get a little bit bigger, you could get a prong collar if you need one, but you might not need one, which if you start in training this young. All the pulling is because people are not correcting their dogs. So when your dog is pulling, imagine I'm getting pulled by, it's like 50 pounds of pressure this way by some giant golden retriever. The people are just letting them pull them. So the dog thinks, oh, this is okay, I can just pull then, I guess. No. What you do is you stay calm, level-headed. If the dog is pulling you, you stop on a dime and you yoke them back. Just one good time. But it's not a yoke like to hurt them. It's actually called a pop. So you pop them back. Pop, pop, just on the lead like that a little bit. Pop. And the dog will kind of fly back a little bit, but it'll get the dog's attention. And when you yoke them back like that and they stop and come and see you, give them the positive reward. That's how you break the leash pulling. I can't stand when I see people's dogs pulling on the lead. We don't need that. We don't need a dislocated shoulder from our dog just yoking us out the front door. That's another thing. You never should let your dog cross through any threshold before you. It's safer for you to have a down, stay, or a sit at any entrance. So we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get deep into it. I'll tell you that much. I am that type of guy that if I'm gonna have a dog, mind you, this is 10 years in the making. If I'm gonna have a dog, he's gonna be fully trained up. He's gonna be housebroken as a small, tiny puppy. She already is housebroken. It took us about 48 hours, and he's fully housebroken. And all that was every 30 minutes, like clockwork, you take your dog outside, tell him to go potty. Boom, he goes, you give him a treat. Boom, he knows, okay, if I pee and poop outside, I get food reward. Boom, that's all it is in a dog's mind, is food reward, food reward, food reward. You want him, now if your dog's not food motivated, you either have a really strange type of breed or a very old dog. In both cases, there might not be hope for you to train them. There is different methods that you can use, but we're not going to get into that right now. So if you got a new little puppy and this helped you out, it's just a humble guy showing some of his knowledge that he learned from intensive research. So pretty much just a classic thing that I do on this channel. I'm always doing that. You just find a free reward. I think he just found a free reward. See, he just came up to me and laid down. So that is reward. That is gonna be marked. What we call that is you want to mark your dog's behavior. So if your dog does something you like, he just came up to me while I'm sitting here talking to you, and he came up and laid down at my feet. I really like that. That's good dog behavior. That's good practices to have for if you're out in public. He knows if I'm at dad's feet, I'm safe. I'm getting a little food, a little treat, a little kibble. And it's a good thing to do. It's a positive experience for me. So make it for your dog positive experience after positive experience after positive experience. Every time they do something good, building their confidence to be the best dog they can possibly be. And you are also, on the flip side of that, delivering corrections when need be. But corrections are literally no big deal. Trust me, their mom, when they were getting raised up, did a lot worse to them than just a little pull on the scruff of the neck. Their mom probably threw them across the kennel thing, because she was mad. So these guys are resilient, amazing, smart, hard workers. This guy's an Australian Shepherd, and I love him to death. And I just am excited to raise him up. Right now, he's chilling out and laying down. He's tired from a little work session. I'm going to show you. So, if you have a crazy puppy that is tearing up your house, and you do a little training session with him, look at him now. He's like an angel. Because we trained him up. We just built a lot of confidence in his mind. He now feels, Mido, what do you feel? You feel smart? Yes. He feels smart. He feels confident. He's ready for a little puppy nap time, which is completely normal and a great thing. And I think that's great. He'll nap right here. He is an absolute cutie. Again, he is an Aussie Shepherd or an Australian Shepherd. Look, we got him comfortable with wearing the collar. This is his first time wearing the collar. He now knows just from our one session that this thing's not that bad. I can leave this thing on. You know, if dad's gonna give me these food rewards and I'm just an awesome dog, sure, I'll have the collar on. So that's how you break bad behaviors. At the beginning of our session, he was chewing at his collar, flipping it around with his
with his feet. He was chewing on the leash. He was doing all types of bad things. We gave him a couple of corrections. We gave him a lot of rewards and positivity. Now he's ready for his little nappy poo. He's already closing his eyes. Look at this guy. What a cutie. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you took something from it. Say bye, Mido. Say bye, Mido. Bye, everyone. I'm a little cute doggy. The red underneath his eyes is actually not tears. Everyone thinks it's tears, but he's a, oh my God, that's so cute. He just fell over and went to sleep right in front of me. The red under his eyes is actually from his dad. His dad's a red merle. He's a blue merle technically. And his dad gave him a little bit of red on the face there, and on the hindquarters he has a little bit of red, but he's mostly black and white in this beautiful pattern with blue eyes. So we'll let him get some sleep. He needs a good nap after that session. So everyone take care and have a great day. Please subscribe if you want to see this little guy grow up, because you know I'll be posting videos. We're going to be doing training every day, so watch the evolution of Mito, the puppy. His full name is Mitochondria, after the powerhouse of a cell, nicknamed, because he's a powerhouse, but we call him Mito, M-I-T-O. So subscribe if you love Mito. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.